Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's episode of the Four Corners Podcast. My name is John, and I'm your host who is irritated the most. We're going to preface this podcast with in saying that the quality is probably going to be bad because the people that live in the apartment next to the Four Corners boys decide to play full band every single night, and it's ridiculous. Damien?
Every freaking night of the week they play their music.
Every single night.
Yeah, they
do it on
suck.
Saturday too.
You just... oh, God.
What?
Kelly?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I really hate it.
I'm not over here every night, so I can't be too terribly annoyed by it, but at the same time...
I mean, you can be.
Oh, I'm annoyed by it now because I'm trying to do a podcast.
I mean, nobody went over and, asked them to stop, so...
Right. Nick?
I was here alone all day Saturday, and they just kept going and going and going and going.
You heard a lot of Guns
terrible.
and Runses?
A lot of Guns and Runses. Yeah.
Love that band.
Big fan.
Big fan of the band. So, you know what I'm a big fan of?
The Superstar
Wrestling.
Shakeup?
This Superstar Shakeup.
Have you back.
So we did have the, I guess it's the annual Superstar Shakeup now because they do it every single time after WrestleMania, or they have the past, couple times at least. And this one is faring to be interesting as opposed to last year's.
Where
Last
it was
year's...
underwhelming.
What?
Where it was underwhelming last year?
Well, last year's just felt, it was
Weird.
just kind of like a breath fresh of air because you got different
breath
views.
of air.
What did I say?
Yeah.
You're right. It was a breath fresh of air.
Breath fresh of air.
I agree.
I'm tired. Anyways, I don't know why y'all are dissing on me. Oh my gosh, that band is just terrible. They got that little... They have the reverby, shoegazy noise going on.
Yeah, well, I mean...
I can't even hear what it is. What's the song?
Now you don't need background music.
Are we going to get copyright strikes on this video because of that?
Demonetized.
Demonetized. Anyways, we started off our Superstar Shakeup with Raw. And who better to kick off this amazing roster than Jinder Mahal, the United States champion. What?
I can't think of anyone better.
I literally couldn't think of a single one.
That was the first W for SmackDown was Jinder
But
in the beginning.
yeah, but listen, okay. So Jinder Mahal came out, and he was signed to Raw now. Whatever. U.S. Championship is on Raw. We didn't get a switch over tonight, did we? Of the IC title, right?
No.
Huh. We'll see how that plays out. We'll get into that.
We got
Jeff Hardy.
Well, I know. Oh yeah.
Get
Why
to
do I
it.
keep on forgetting about
What the
him?
heck?
I literally just keep on thinking that he's on Raw.
Spoilers.
John just doesn't understand what's
I
going
know.
on.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. But I was literally just going to talk about it, too, because I was just going to say how good of a match that Jeff Hardy, Jinder Mahal.
Surprisingly good, yeah.
Apparently it wasn't good enough for you to remember it.
Well,
Yikes.
I just keep on thinking that he's still on Raw, but that's okay. Because my boy is champ again. Jeff Hardy.
For now.
he's a Grand
for
Slam
now.
champ.
He's going to stay a champ.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Are
Yes.
you sure they're not going to have Jinder win in Saudi Arabia?
And then Samoa Joe win the IC title.
I don't even... Okay, so that's the confusing part. I don't even know what's on the Greatest Royal Rumble and what's on Backlash. It's confusing.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing.
Because they're so close. Isn't one literally the weekend after the other?
No, because the Backlash is the weekend after graduation. The Sunday after graduation.
So 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And then
Still.
the Greatest Rumble is next Friday.
Yeah. Because that's Cammy's birthday.
Shout out to Cammy.
Shout out to Cammy.
Happy birthday.
I think I'm going to take her to Puerto's for her birthday.
She's not listening, is she?
I was
So
going to say, she's not
good.
going to listen to this, so she's not going to know. And
Well,
nobody
tell her
else
I
is
said
going
happy birthday.
Okay, I will. But
Thanks.
it's not until next Friday.
Yeah,
so.
I know. This is
Tell her
early.
next Friday.
Yeah,
Next
tell her
Friday.
next Friday.
Okay, I will. I'll say that. But yeah, Jeff Hardy is the new United States champ after they did the... they didn't really do a U.S. Open because Jinder didn't want it, but it was more Kurt Angle. It was like, hey, anybody who can get out here first...
You got a
Yeah,
title
shot.
shot.
Jeff just sprinted, I guess.
Yeah.
Jeff whispered in the wind and
Okay.
got there. Yeah, I know that was bad.
I hate
but,
you.
That was okay.
But I'm excited for this because I was interested to see with the Jeff Hardy and Bray Wyatt dynamic if they were going to... Or Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt dynamic if they were going to push Jeff. I hope they do. I hope they continue to do that.
They definitely are.
Oh.
Because, I mean...
Definitely.
And I hope that... So, I don't... Okay, is Jeff Hardy literally only on SmackDown because he's the United States champion? Or did he get traded? What? I'm confused.
I don't think so. I just think that they probably did a trade and it just happened.
I feel like in kayfabe, Kurt saw that he had 2 mid-card titles and doesn't have the time or space for 2 of them, so he said, "Okay, I'm going to trade Jeff."
For Jinder.
Just in general, just trade him after he won the title.
Just give him the SmackDown.
Because it's like ongoing negotiations apparently, because they're all backstage.
I guess so.
Well, in
kayfabe.
typing these up, it looks like Raw definitely got more people.
Yeah.
They for
did.
sure got a lot more people. So
But with SmackDown, it was like addition by subtraction in a way.
Yeah, for sure. And
in a big way.
I think you made a good point by saying that like it feels like a lot of the, and I don't want to say dead weight because I'm sure they can reinvent themselves over on Raw, but I mean dead weight is the best term to
It was
use.
just guys that creative weren't doing anything with.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly.
It's like you have a 2-hour show, you
Yeah.
can't really fit everyone into.
It's not a slight to Dolph or to Ruby Riott or anything like that, but they weren't doing anything. They were stale.
Well, no, it's like, think about it. Now that all of these people are on Monday Night Raw, they can technically be
hour.
on... Yeah, they have the extra hour, and they can technically be on main event, so
Yeah.
they're still getting that TV time.
I was really surprised with Ruby Riott and them going to
They just
Raw that we
switched
didn't see Mandy Rose and
Yeah.
Sonya coming to SmackDown.
That was next on my list was the Riott Squad coming back.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you
Segue,
can't have
yeah.
Paige and Ruby on the same show because they look too much
I
alike.
guess
Dang.
not.
You're profiling my
I highly
my white
disagree.
women. I don't like it.
Wowza. So yeah, the Riott Squad came back, and during the
Get big.
Sasha Bailey blow-off match, I don't know if that's what they were trying to book that as.
Definitely not.
No.
And
It
then,
was supposed to be, but definitely not anymore.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what they were trying to push it as, and then the Riott Squad. Oh my gosh, out of nowhere. But yeah, the Riott Squad is on there now,
Great.
and it was funny because they were saying that they've what did they say? They've ran roughshod on SmackDown. No, they haven't. What have they done on SmackDown?
They
Ruby had
wreaked
one title shot.
havoc on SmackDown, and now they're...
She literally had one decent match with Charlotte, and Charlotte can carry a broom through a good match. So it's like, I'm not saying Ruby's bad. I'm not saying Ruby's bad. I'm just saying that's not running roughshod
like-
on.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I feel like this is just my opinion. With the Riott Squad, it's kind of like dead weight to Ruby, because it's like Ruby was pretty good in NXT. I mean, she had really good matches, and now since she's been paired with Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, it's like she's kind of just gone downhill.
I don't really like her as a heel.
I don't either. She's a baby face.
None of it worked. Like I don't like all of them as a group either, because they're all different people. Like they have nothing in common. It's like the pretty blonde girl, and then like the weird country girl, and then punk rock.
I was gonna say
Makes no
I
sense.
like
Group.
I
I
like
don't get
Ruby
it.
Riott as a fiery baby face.
Yeah.
I think she's really
She's
good at
supposed
that.
to be like spunky and like relatable.
And she did that well in NXT because
Yeah.
I'm surprised that she got the push that she did in NXT. I was like,
It was good for her.
I was gonna say I thought this was just gonna be a new or another like girl that just happens to appear on and off every once in a while, like they do on NXT. But no, she had a couple of title matches and fared really well. So,
Yeah.
But then as soon as somebody gets up on the main roster,
They ruin it.
they're ruined.
See, and that's why I'm kind of wanting them to do like a mid-card title in the women's division, because it would make perfect sense for Ruby to hold like a lower title. Maybe not like be the Raw or SmackDown's women's champion just yet, but I could see her being like an equivalent to an IC or US champion. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know if there'd be enough time on like
Raw, there's enough time.
There's
Yeah.
plenty of time on Raw. Or bring in a women's tag team
That'd be awesome.
title.
Which is what I know. That's what like Peyton Royce and Billie Kay are leaning towards, because I mean they are they're closest to a women's tag team that we have so far.
Well, we've actually been seeing like the formation of kind of teams. So like we've had Alexa and Mickey, and
Charlotte and
recently
Becky this week.
Ronda and another call up
Natty.
Natalia.
Not a call up, but it's Shakeup.
Well, or Shakeup. Sorry, my words are all just messed up tonight. But yeah, that should
Got other
be,
things on the mind.
should be kind of interesting. One tag team that made their way.
Stop it.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Easy.
Okay. What?
What?
Easy. Just go on.
Good gravy.
You'll
Well,
hear
another tag team, a male tag team, that made it over to
Oh.
Raw. Surprisingly, Cammy. Hi, Cammy.
Hey, Cammy.
Hey,
Hey,
Cammy.
Cammy.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn appeared on Miz TV. And it was kind of, there's a lot of plot holes in that story.
It was just
it was just
like it,
lazy writing
Yeah.
to get them back.
It's whatever.
All of a sudden, there's an email that all of them have access to, and
that-
already printed out the
And
day
like
of.
honestly, I think we could make a whole podcast just on the plot holes in that story alone.
Yeah.
Like
There's
that-
so much wrong with that.
like it just makes no sense. Like it makes absolutely no
Kurt
sense.
Angle at nofreakingway.com.
Hey, no wonder he's not getting those dang emails because he doesn't have a
Doesn't have a
proper
valid email
Yeah, he doesn't have a
address.
valid
It's
email
kinda
address. But I like that they're on Raw. It kind of upsets me that that's this lazy booking that they did to get them over there, because one of the most intriguing things was, well, how in the world are they going to do this? Like, some people were like, oh, that'd be cool if El Generico made a comeback or something. And it's just like Stephanie McMahon overruling everything. It's like, wow, really? Come on. You
Well, I was
jerkholes.
really excited because we saw them shaking up last year
Yeah.
with
And now they're
them
back.
going to SmackDown. Now they're back on Raw. Probably see them go back to SmackDown next year.
Probably. But we had that awesome, and this segment was dope because we had them like hugging together, and they all looked so
The
genuinely
Avengers.
happy. They were putting themselves over as the Avengers, as what else did they say? What else did they call themselves?
The Avengers.
Yeah, I think it was just the Avengers.
Well, they said something else too, and I can't remember what it was. Like another like magnificent team. And so I was like, holy crap, are they actually going to do a state? Because, I mean, that'd be cool. I wouldn't have mind that at all. But then Kurt Angle came out and said, no, Miz, you're going to SmackDown.
Which I appreciated that aspect where they said that Daniel Bryan asked for it. Instead of just convenient, oh, they're on the same show. This is cool. It's like it actually has a purpose for him going to SmackDown. I like that.
And so we'll see how that plays out later. Some other lower ones, some other lower shakeups that we saw. We had Breezango.
And they beat the bar.
They beat the
bar.
bar.
Last night on Raw.
Tyler Breeze pinned Cesaro.
I know.
Got him.
Got
I
him.
love it.
Was it a roll up?
Yeah.
What it was?
Probably.
I think it was.
Some others, we had Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, assuming they're going to continue whatever feud they
I
had
don't think
going
so.
on. You don't think so?
They weren't even on TV this week. They were announced on Twitter, weren't they? And YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
announced on Twitter.
I don't think that they're just on Raw because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we also had the Ascension and Mike
Gonna be forgotten.
Kanellis.
Gonna be forgotten.
They were also announced on social media. I get what they're trying to do, like make it look like, oh, you have to stay tuned to the social media. Because, I mean, honestly, I did stay tuned to the social media. But it just, like, it makes everybody feel not important.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Chad Gable, too.
That's
He's-
kind of
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
Chad
crappy way to announce that you're moving. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
They
hey,
used to do
here's
this
the-
like back in the original draft days. They would have like the WWE.com exclusive drafts, and it was like the jobbers that nobody knew about. So it's nothing new.
Yeah. But we did have I think an awesome dynamic. I know some people were crapping on it online, but the Dolph Ziggler and Drew
Yeah.
McIntyre
I'm
formation
excited.
between the two. A lot of people are comparing it to the HBK Diesel dynamic, and I think it's going to be cool as long as they book it correctly.
I like how his entire time on SmackDown, and even when he's on Raw before that, he's like the gatekeeper for NXT guys, and now he's teaming with an NXT guy instead of feuding with them.
Feuding with them.
I appreciate that.
And this gives Dolph something to do besides being the veteran that can put over the NXT talent.
Now he's gonna do it as a team.
Now he's going to do it as a team. But Raw just looks like a stacked tag team wise because you have apparently Ziggler and McIntyre. You also have AOP, Bray and Matt. What are some others? Breezango's on there,
The
which I mean they're not.
Ascension.
Yeah, the Ascension. Unless they actually just turn the
Revival.
Ascension around.
The-
Oh yeah, the revival.
Revival.
Duh. I was kind of surprised that they didn't put the revival on SmackDown or something like that.
We got the bar instead.
The bar instead on SmackDown. But these are dope shakeups so far, I think.
Yes.
Raw is I feel like a lot of the wrestlers, like the Jinder Mahal and the Bobby Roode, like those people are gonna fare a lot better in the sports entertainment
Definitely.
part of WWE.
Which is also why I'm so glad that Elias did not switch, because I kept seeing his name thrown around. Elias is not a wrestler's wrestler. He's an entertainer's wrestler.
He's not
he
bad.
Needs to stay on Raw.
He's not bad in the ring, but like he's an entertainer.
Side of the show.
Yeah, he has his gimmick, and that's what gets him over. But
Well, I was afraid when he didn't see him last night
I
on
was
Raw.
worried. And I know, like, we keep saying that SmackDown, yes, definitely won the shakeup, but I think Raw did great did also great, just in general, because, like, just watching that main event, if those are the top 10 guys on the show, you're going to have a good show.
right. I mean, that's on top of the Bobby Lashley return that we got.
That was strange to see him just tossed into that match. But
Yeah, that was kind of a throwaway main event anyways.
Yeah.
The only real thing that we got out of that was the Miztourage breaking up, which was going to happen anyways, but it's I don't necessarily understand it. Why I don't like
because in kayfabe it was Daniel Bryan that requested Miz, so he probably said, "Hey, make sure you bring Miz and not his boys."
Yeah, but why would they turn on him? And
Well, they don't need him anymore. Why would they not turn on him?
But
So they get beat up by Braun Strowman?
yeah, but I mean, in the beginning, you saw that Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas were like upset and heartbroken that
Yeah.
it was just Miz going over there. So why the sudden turn?
I wouldn't want to get destroyed by Braun Strowman either, so it makes sense in kayfabe to not tag in, whether you're
I
turning
get
on the
that.
Miz or not.
It just looked like hateful. Like it just looked like they were mad at him.
I think it's okay.
you think it's okay?
I think it's okay.
It'll be fine.
And then
I mean, it's not
those two can join Elias as his entourage now.
No.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
No, I
fantastic.
would love
He's
that.
got two little groupies now.
I was gonna say have his little groupies for his concerts.
Only if Bo Dallas dresses as a hippie again.
That'd be fantastic.
Would love it. What else happened on Raw?
Nothing
Real, because like I mean that main event was kind of a throwaway. They tried to do the Sasha and Bailey thing, but that got broken up. I mean, besides Jeff Hardy winning,
And
which I was
They kept
lit
going
for.
with Samoa Joe as Brock Lesnar.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, that's a fantastic.
He's fueling the
That's
the
a
feud for them.
Yeah, that's a fantastic transition because we've seen this Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe feud kind of playing over the last couple of weeks, where Samoa Joe has cut these awesome seething promos that he does usually, calling Roman out for, talking a big game and not being able to back it up, which that's what they say about heels. Like heels always have at least a little bit of truth. And then they threw Samoa Joe on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Which is dope.
Which is fantastic.
Which is awesome. Just kind of weird that they were building up that whole thing. And they're probably just going to put Roman over on Samoa Joe. Which
I like this
sucks,
promo
but
of saying he's going to win the IC title and the Universal title, but no.
No, it's not going to happen.
But what if it does?
It's not
And
gonna
every
happen.
title will be on SmackDown.
See, I would kind of
That's
like
fine.
the idea of this, like, back and forth warfare, like, one brand has all the titles or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
something that doesn't make it as obvious as, we have to have this many, like, top titles, mid-card titles, women's titles, tag titles. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention Baron Corbin's on Raw. Who? They gave him a hyped up... See, and, like, I don't know why they gave him the hyped up video package and not someone like Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, that's strange.
Like, I dug the Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler thing, but it's like Drew's bigger than that.
He
Yeah.
deserves more.
Yeah, I don't know why they're gonna try to hype up someone like Baron Corbin.
Well, I think it's more the surprise factor with Drew because everyone was
awesome.
like,
Yeah,
he's injured. Like, is he going to go to back to NXT? Is he going to go to Raw? Is he going to go to SmackDown? Like, nobody knew until last night.
well, I thought he was gonna stay on NXT and go back after Almas,
Yeah.
which I mean,
That's what they were building towards.
that's what they were building towards. Yeah, and then Almas hopped on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
I just worry that they're gonna do him wrong, do him dirty.
Like, break him and Selena up.
Well, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't. I don't want to say mind that.
Whoa.
But, like,
Uh,
What?
He's not good without her. He's not that good
Yeah.
at all.
I think that he's finally found his place.
Yeah, because she's with him, yeah.
I know, but I'm
He's
saying
found
that
that
he
he
can.
needs
I
her
think he'll do
to
better than
succeed.
he was doing
I don't know.
prior.
I don't know.
Because Zelina's a good female
She's-
wrestler on her own.
Yeah, I hope she gets like integrated into the division too, as well as being his manager.
Do you think it'll happen?
No.
No.
But who's to say that she can't start that change.
Yeah. I mean, like, in time, I'm sure that they might do that, but not even.
Because,
not
I
off the
mean,
bat.
I was trying to think of a manager who wrestled simultaneously.
Aiden English.
Yeah, Aiden English, kind of.
Mr. Raj kind of did.
Kind of.
Yeah, boogies.
Anyway, I just hope they don't break them up, because I
don't
like
think they
them. I like them, but Vince,
Yeah.
literally super indecisive
Yeah.
about literally everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some others that we saw kind of lower. I hate to say it, but like the club, like, oh, they're on SmackDown now.
Yeah, but they're back with AJ Styles.
Yeah.
There's a cool
It can
dynamic
definitely
there,
go
but it's
somewhere.
like the way Raw was booking them recently. The
But I was
club,
hoping Finn would come, so it'd
Yeah.
be all four of
Yeah.
those guys.
yeah, the club, and then R-Truth. That was
He's
funny.
I-
though.
confused.
Are we sure he's on SmackDown?
Yeah, we don't know.
He doesn't even know, so
Yeah.
I
What
don't
if
know.
he shows up at NXT
Because
tomorrow?
after that segment, they did the whole list of all the guys that are on SmackDown
Yeah.
now, and they didn't list R-Truth in there.
Hey, if he doesn't know, I don't know, Nick.
Yeah.
That was
if he doesn't
funny,
know that you
though.
don't know that, I don't know.
I thought that was so funny.
Wait, if
Maybe
you
he's a
guys
free
don't
agent
know,
now.
then I don't know.
He's a free agent. We got the bar on SmackDown.
That's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
The
I
SmackDown
called
tag
that.
division is
It's stacked.
Stacked
I
now,
called
yeah.
that.
Because also, Sanity
Yeah.
made their
Well, 3/4
main
of
roster, minus
Sanity.
Nikki Cross, made their
So mad about
main
that.
roster debut. I'm okay with that.
I'm mad about it, but at the same time, the last team that did that was Enzo, Cass, and Carmella, and she made out a lot better than they did after getting
Yeah.
split up from them. So you never know.
Who's champion? Who's
Yeah.
let go? And who just came back?
Who's
I
fat.
feel like Sanity might fare better than Enzo and Cass.
Maybe.
Maybe.
No,
Maybe.
I wouldn't bet on it, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't know.
Enzo and Cass for over.
I liked Sanity with Nikki. I'm interested to see if when she does get called up to the main roster, if they're going to reinstate her into Sanity, or if she's going to be on her own again.
I think it depends on how she gets booked for the rest of her tenure in NXT. If she's not like the top female like for a while, then I could see them doing that. But like if she is the top female, I could see
Which
her
she
just
most likely will
staying.
be.
I could see her staying the top female, like, or not the top female, but like on her own and the main roster. Maybe have like a cool moment where like they stare at each other down. They're like all that chemistry together comes back,
And
but
then cries.
and then cries. I just wonder how long they're gonna keep Nikki Cross on
NXT.
NXT. And yeah, I can't really think of any other women right now that could vie for that title
Besides Kyrie.
besides Kyrie,
Yeah.
Candice LeRae,
Maybe Dakota Kai.
maybe Bianca Belair.
It'll
to
probably
see
be
that.
Kyrie. Though.
Yeah, I could definitely see that because they have that Mae Young Classic storyline of
Yes.
Kyrie beating,
And then you could do Nikki versus Kyrie.
Yeah.
down the line.
Yeah.
or do
That's
Nikki now.
No.
Nikki
I
and
want to see her
Shayna.
lose to Shayna.
What if she beat Shayna?
No.
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 We also, speaking of Big Cass, that was a couple seconds ago that you said that, but Big Cass is also on SmackDown now.
Back. Oops.
Came back in a backstage segment, and then the main event, he beat up Daniel
Decimated.
Bryan with that big old boot. What size shoe do you think he wears?
14.
6.
14?
At least a six.
At least a 6. Yeah, it's gotta be.
Minimum.
It could be bigger than that though.
24. 25.
But I mean, last night when we saw Baron Corbin move over to Raw and Big Cass didn't show up, we were like,
Yeah, he's on SmackDown.
yeah, he's got it. Well, he's
Yeah.
got to be because they don't have that big heel.
You got Samoa Joe. George.
That's true.
Where's Big Show?
Hopefully retired.
I was gonna say,
Well,
isn't
he's a
he,
part-timer.
Isn't he a road agent now?
No, he re-signed a wrestling contract.
Oh, I thought that was a road agent contract.
It's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah,
I
it
could
probably
see it
is a
being
both.
I could.
But
see
he
it
said
both.
he definitely said he was not done wrestling.
Well,
He's gonna be in the.
I mean,
Greatest
he
Royal
should
Rumble.
be,
Don't
but-
worry.
he definitely.
Yeah,
did
he's
get
yeah
Well, he
That's-
was announced.
Oh yeah, he was. Duh.
Oh,
For
He
the-
was one of the
I
5
forgot
first
about that.
one.
for the Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
we
How-
forgot because we don't.
We
We
don't
don't,
Because it's
we don't
the
care.
Big Show.
Yeah.
Yikes! Sorry.
We're also going to be seeing The Miz on SmackDown now as we We knew previously. We knew that on the Raw. But there is that dynamic of The Miz and Daniel Bryan that we were all expecting. I'm hoping that is a WrestleMania WWE Championship match. Would love that. Because I honestly believe it's long term. It is very long term. But it just like the story, just every time I watch the Miz's the Miz's promo on Daniel Bryan and on Talking Smack, that like just re-energizes that feud. And then I think it's the Miz's time again because he didn't get the recognition he deserved the last championship.
No, he's like corrupt.
It's time for Daniel Bryan to be in a championship match again.
You're right.
Yeah. You never say that.
I agree.
You never.
It involves The Miz and Daniel Bryan. I agree.
Well, John's never right, so.
Yeah.
I'm always right. I'm right every time that I see something happening in the beginning of the show and it involves 4 people. You know there's going to be a tag team match for the main event. That's like Teddy Long's you're going to be one-on-one with Undertaker.
Yeah.
Like, holla holla.
Tag team match.
Holla holla. But we were having this conversation, this discussion, and it was such a beautiful conversation the first time it happened, and we got done and we're like, crap, save it for the podcast. But I think with this coming out of WrestleMania, coming out of the Superstar Shakeup, I think WWE is so much more intriguing and so much more interesting in the fact that it is unpredictable now. It's like, what is going to happen? Even the most predictable thing of Roman winning, we're still like thinking like he could lose at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
No, like I agree. I don't think he will lose, but yeah, I think there's a chance that he could.
I mean, that, and then all the other stuff that's happening, the AJ Styles, Shinsuke, and Daniel Bryan story on top of, like, the Daniel Bryan and Miz story, it's like WWE is finally finding its footing with intertwining stories again.
Yeah.
And I haven't felt this... Kelly, why? You can leave the podcast.
I don't know. It's okay.
They're sending pictures to each other, and she tried to airdrop me a picture, but I haven't felt this invigorated by WWE, honestly, since Goldberg came back and beat Brock Lesnar.
That was the worst thing of all time.
Wow.
I hated that.
How?
2 part-timers fighting over for a title?
Sucked.
It was a moment.
Well, let's not even have this debate. I don't want to do this.
It was a moment.
I'm not being having a podcast back then because that
literally
sucked.
Nick. Literally,
No.
That brought me back into wrestling again.
I wish it had
moment?
never happened.
Yes.
That specific moment.
Yes.
I wish it had
You
never
kidding me?
happened.
Why?
No, I'm
Why?
not kidding. Because I
curious.
was watching like a bunch of like wrestling stuff on YouTube just
Of
because.
course
like,
you were.
Well, yeah, I always do that. And I was like reliving my glory days, the nostalgia. And then there was news of Goldberg coming back. I was like, oh, Goldberg's coming back. Oh, that's cool. And then I saw that Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar in like a minute and a half. And I was like, oh, crap. I got to start watching this. And I did.
Never do that again.
Yeah.
I mean,
WWE's invigorating.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not getting too
It's all
excited just yet.
subjective.
I want to see this be consistent.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
it is right
I hope
after
so.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everybody's...
It's probably going to be a boring Raw next week.
I kind of
But
feel
SmackDown,
like,
though, pretty excited for it.
Excited
Are
for
you
the
excited?
future?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
Okay.
I kind of feel like Triple H had a part in it. Because, like, I don't know. It feels refreshing. That's what he's known for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he makes good decisions. We all know this from NXT. So, I feel like
And
he definitely
205
could
Live.
have. Yeah. I feel like he definitely could have had, maybe not a big hand, but, like, definitely a hand.
I wonder
in-
if 205 Live is part of the shakeup tonight. I mean, we're not watching, obviously, but I mean, if anybody's getting
who
moved
would-
around.
I mean, who would go to
I'm
205?
just saying, in general, I wonder.
I'm okay with how 205 Live is going right now.
Yeah.
I read that a wrestler, I don't know who, was listed. Maybe it was Chad Gable. I think
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, that
Chad's
was
201.
201 or 203. So he could have he could go to the cruiserweights, which I would not be mad about.
It's also WWE, so they can just like put any number they want to there.
That's also true.
They had Goldust wrestling on 205 Live, and I can tell you one thing: Goldust is
Not
he's not. Yeah, he's not a 205 Live kind of guy. But yeah, cool stuff.
Coolio.
Cool stuff. Not a lot happened this week besides the shakeup. We have that weird thing going on with Rusev though. And like I know that they're working us, but I wonder if there is a like because it's like I understood removing Rusev for Chris Jericho in that match. I don't understand the whole like going back and forth with it.
I think Meltzer said Vince just changed his mind. Like his official Meltzer statement was that Vince changed his mind.
You gotta Vince, Vinnie Mac, Bub.
All right, dude.
Bub.
All right.
You gotta put your stuff down before you market it, and then it makes us do this stuff. Well, I was wondering. I was like, well, maybe there was bad blood between Rusev and WWE, and Rusev was gonna walk out, and then they're like, no, we'll do it, and then so they were like,
just makes sense. It's all stupid. I hate it.
It's all stupid.
It's very dumb.
I wish that they would do something with him. We say this every week, but
update on 205 Live. The Brian Kendrick and Gallagher are a tag team now.
Oh,
or
they're
a
gonna do the
team.
belts.
oh yeah, they're doing
And,
the belts.
Yeah, they said... Hold on, let me find it again. They said that we will most likely get a fourth... Or we'll get an announcement after a fourth team is formed. And it looks like 205 will pick up the tag title business after establishing enough terms for it.
Cool.
So
I wonder who that fourth tag team would be. I'm trying to think.
someone said Danny Burch and Oni.
Oni Lorcan, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That'd be a good one right there. Because they're one of those teams on NXT that like is not a jobber team because they always like work the other team well and get their offense in, but they lose every time. So that'd be cool. But yeah.
Also, a little tidbit. Someone on Reddit, shout out to Mershar. I don't know what that is. Crazy how 2 years ago, Daniel Bryan was crying for Kendrick at the CWC, partly because he was freshly retired then. Now Bryan is back while Kendrick is in WWE as well. Aww. Wholesome moment.
Wholesome.
Yeah.
One thing that we could talk about is John Cena, Nikki Bella.
No, I don't want to talk about it. Love is dead.
Watch this be a work.
It's Total
For
Divas.
Total Divas or Total Bellas, because season 3 is coming out soon.
Well, like tonight, Naomi came out randomly to help.
Naomi
Jay.
is like in the middle of shooting Total Divas because she won the Battle Royal and now she's doing the stuff with her husband on SmackDown.
Which have they ever actually came out and said that they were husband and wife?
They did
recently, didn't they? Or did
with
they
the
on the
MMC
Mixed Match Challenge?
Yeah,
the Mixed Match Challenge. Yeah,
that was the
Well,
first
and
time.
also, way back when Miz went up to Naomi and was like, hey, I can help you in the movie business. And is it Jey Uso that she's married to? Came up and slapped the Miz during one of the matches. Yeah. So
movie business. Yeah. No, that'd be funny if it was a work. It's not funny now because that's always a sad thing.
But Cena's so sad.
He's really upset.
Well, I was hearing that Cena was pumped for it, and then literally since the date got closer and closer, he just like got cold feet and like went back to his old self of not wanting to settle down and like.
Because what I read was that Nikki feels like he's doing it out of guilt because like he said himself that he wants to do it because he wants to keep her around. Like he knows that she'll leave him if he doesn't, and now she's realized that that's not healthy, so she's breaking it off. Which is horrible.
It's been unconfirmed but confirmed that she broke it off.
Yeah.
Basically.
But it was Cena's fault.
Yeah, I could definitely.
I went on Cena's most recent Instagram post and like looked at the comments, and there are so many people being so mean and saying stuff like,
I bet.
well,
Dude,
they were all
about
like,
to cash
you
in.
just like you didn't deserve Nikki, like she's too good for you, you were so rooted in your ways and blah blah blah, like she wanted kids and you didn't, and you made her not want kids and blah 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 blah.
has some truth to them.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. Every
Cena
bad
versus
guy.
Nikki coming soon.
What?
Cena versus Nikki coming soon to SmackDown Live.
Oh man.
No. Cena
match.
versus Breezy Bella.
Oh my God.
Bring that back.
Well, don't
feel
they?
bad.
Don't they all four live together in the same house?
Who?
No.
They did for like one summer
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Because of renovations.
Nikki was hurt and all that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I don't care enough.
Nikki had her neck injury and Cena was busy, so then Daniel and Brie came over to help take care of Nikki.
Yeah, and they had to follow John Cena's house rules.
That's all
really fun.
season
Rules.
2 of Total
Yeah.
Bellas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel bad because like obviously both are probably hurt after 6 years of being in a relationship with someone like 2 weeks away from your wedding date. 1 year after being engaged to each other, and you're just like, we're gonna call it off.
Sorry, honey.
It's not you, it's me.
But yeah, I mean that was just about the only.
Oh,
What?
you know that
On-
the plaque for John Cena and Nikki Bella at WrestleMania 33? It's on clearance now.
You can still buy it on WWEshop.com.
But it's on clearance. So if you want it for $34.99, you can get it
Beautiful.
at WWE shop.
Dang. Dang.
I don't want that.
That's
want
that's
that either.
really sad. How long do you think it's gonna take for them to edit the proposal out of
Yikes.
33?
Yikes.
I don't know if they would. Keep it in there. Vince McMahon loves his WrestleMania moments.
It
That's
is
a
a
moment,
moment.
even though they broke up, but it's still a moment.
That's just
I'm sure that's partially why Cena did it too, because he wanted to give Vince his moment.
Oh
On
yeah.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it for you, boss.
I'll do it
it's
for
gonna.
you, boss.
This is gonna be an awkward like season of Total Divas,
I'm
Total
excited.
Bellas, where it's like halfway through, like John Cena and I decided to break up
Yeah.
because
Can't wait.
blah blah blah.
I'm gonna have to
Then
tune
you
in
see
this time.
Dolph Ziggler
Oh my
just
God.
lurking in the
Ziggler.
Dolph has a
background.
new girl.
waiting.
It's Drew McIntyre. Dolph's set.
That's a big girl.
Dolph is all set.
Hey,
She's
ask me
pretty.
what I think about Drew McIntyre.
What do you think about Drew McIntyre?
He big.
He big.
He is
Bring
pretty
back Booker
big.
T.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that was in the news this week.
Apollo Crews got his last name back.
Well,
There's not much to say about that.
Yeah, nobody.
Hey, it's the year of Apollo Crews. Now.
Is
Yeah.
it still?
Apollo Crews now.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was the year of Apollo. but
now it's the year.
Now
of-
that year is
the
over.
year of
Yeah.
Apollo.
That year
Year of
was
Apollo
cut
Crews.
short.
It's done.
That year. That was a fast year.
Yeah, it was.
Dang. Dang. That lasted what, like 2 months?
Yeah.
You
Maybe.
could really feel
Maybe.
the zoom by.
Maybe.
Um,
Am I missing anything? Nick?
Next question?
Yeah, do you have a question, Bob?
Well,
this is
What was that? What was
I-
our
I
question
got one.
last week? I don't remember what it was.
I didn't do one last week because it was such a long show.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do one either.
But here we are. WrestleMania's over. We got this like reset new season of wrestling going on.
Uh-huh.
I want you guys to predict right now. Main event of SummerSlam.
Oh my god.
It's a few months away. It's not that far away. What's the main event? Like the last match, whether it's the WWE title, Universal title, Blood Feud, whatever. What's the main event
SummerSlam?
of SummerSlam?
Let me look at my...
What we want or what we think WWE will do.
Whichever you prefer. Just make sure you preface it with which one.
Right,
it is.
yeah, yeah. Nick, go. What, you got one?
I think that they're gonna blow Miz and Bryan early and do it at SummerSlam without, probably with the Intercontinental title. I think because, I mean, I wasn't gonna say this, but because I have Joe winning the IC title and I have.
Was that your finisher?
Jinder. Yeah, I was gonna use
You could have kept it.
That's my finisher. There you go.
Yeah, it's all right.
Well,
I don't even think I
pick
have a
anyone.
finisher yet.
Dang.
Dang. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like it. Kelly?
You know, I'm gonna go real crazy here.
Is this what you want or what you expect?
What I expect. Roman and Brock.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
that
it.
seems fair.
For the Universal title, championship, I'm
It's a
sorry.
safe bet.
I got an even better one. Brock and Bobby, Universal
Oh,
Championship.
God.
Which Bobby?
Yeah.
There's two of them.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby!
Bubby.
Just because,
Shout out to
you know,
Bubby.
Can
Vince
we-
McMahon likes
we-
the big boys. And,
Yeah.
and
Can we please start
Brock's
a
is-
petition to get Bobby Roode changed from
Bubby.
to Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode. Well, that was a rumored match anyways. I think Meltzer reported it that Brock and Bobby were going to go at it for the Universal Championship.
It's
at
weird because
SummerSlam.
I thought that they were going to build Bobby as this big attraction, but now he's just a guy on Raw, which I like that. I prefer that.
Yeah.
And I'm
more open to that.
I'm wondering
than I was
if
with him just coming in and winning everything.
Well, I'm wondering if they were just trying to like elevate Bobby and like put him into all those big guys, and since they are not necessarily, I wonder if they're going to start that storyline next week when Brock comes to Raw, and then have Bobby like enter in it too.
Yeah.
And then that's why he's just seems like a guy on Raw right now.
I still have Roman winning though, the Universal title. So.
Well, this is what I would love to see, AJ Styles and Nakamura again at SummerSlam.
Okay.
And
That's also a safe bet.
be the main event
Be solid.
and actually get their time, especially with Nakamura being a heel now. People have AJ Styles to cheer, boo Nakamura, and I'm pretty sure that was switched in New Japan.
It was AJ was the heel.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was
Yes.
in the Bullet Club.
Yes. That's what I would like to see.
Cool.
Cool. Nick,
I already.
say it again.
I have at the Greatest Rumble. I have Samoa Joe winning the IC title in that ladder match, and I have Jinder Mahal winning back the US title. That way, the IC title is back with the same show as The Miz and Daniel Bryan, and the US title can go back to Jinder.
I mean, I guess.
Kelly?
Wait, is this our finisher?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The Iconics debuting on SmackDown and being on SmackDown.
That's your finisher.
Yeah, I was really excited to see them come up.
That's a finisher.
To me, honestly, they're
Well-
really annoying.
Dang.
Well,
I mean, that's the point.
What else happened on Raw and SmackDown?
I mean,
this
they're
week?
doing their job.
A finisher is supposed to be a bold prediction or a bold
Oh
statement,
my
Kelly.
gosh. Okay, fine. Never mind. Come back to me. I'll think of another one.
It's okay. That was your finisher.
No, it's fine.
That was a good finisher.
I think-
Everything's fine.
You were excited about it.
No,
That's fine.
no, you shamed me.
Everything is good.
You know what? Bold prediction. I think Becky Lynch is gonna win the SmackDown champion from Carmella. There we go.
Bold. That's pretty bold.
I like that.
prediction.
I like
That's
that.
bold. There you go.
Damie?
D-Man.
Ooh. But no, I have a feeling that Dean's gonna come back soon. I'm really excited for that. Not for the future.
Not
No.
for the future?
No, not excited for the
But
future.
isn't he coming back in the future?
But it is. God,
Shoot!
Dang.
But no, but I have him coming back, and I'd like to see him, turn heel. But he's one of those guys. I was talking with Tyler about it. Like, he can't really turn heel because the crowd will be with him always. He's kind of like Stone Cold. Even when he was a heel, everyone cheered for him.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for him to come back, and I've a prediction that we will see a Shield triple threat again in the near future.
Oh,
I like it.
Dope.
please.
You should have ended it because y'all are going to hate my prediction.
Oh my god.
We are going to love Jinder Mahal in 2018. He's going to do incredible things on Raw.
The year of Jinder.
Watch. The year of Jinder. Comes back
He's gonna
and has
win
an
the
amazing match with
Universal
Jeff
title.
Hardy. He's going to find himself on sports entertainment where Vince might do cool things with him. It's the year of Jinder. We're all going to actually love him. And since he's already been built as this guy who's won the WWE title and the US Championship, and he's had these matches, and he's actually built up as not a jobber, year of Jinder!
Triple Crown Jinder by the end of the year.
Triple Crown
Let's
Jinder
go.
by the end of the year. Universal Champion. He pins Brock. They never got that match.
He is the next Grand Slam champion.
Oh my god.
I should be the other Singh brother. Just Maharaja. Jinder. I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Okay.
You're too fat to be.
Joppy.
Dang.
You're too ugly to be on TV at all.
I love you.
That's why we're doing a podcast, because we're all ugly.
Right. We have the face for radio,
Yup.
as they say. But that is going to do it for this week's episode of the Four Corners Podcast. Make sure that you follow all of our social media, our Twitter, our Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. And from everyone here at the Four Corners Podcast, thanks for listening.